Okay, so today I'm using Jamie Sawyer's Out of Hand Tarot deck, and thanks for coming back. I think you know where you are, and this is your reading for your personal reading first for Sunday, December 11th. The moon's in Cancer early this morning, 6 a.m. Pacific time, 28 degrees Cancer, but even earlier in the morning, it's been opposing Pluto, and with a little bit of a semi-square to Mars. So I think it's going to be one of those days, astrologically, it looks to me like it could be one of those days where there could be some confrontations with people who might be Six of Swords, people who might either be trying to control, or maybe there's just emotional things coming up to clear out the past, where people in the past had control, like when we're little kids. So we have the Six of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles, 5 and 6. Okay. So I think this might be one of those days where you're looking to move forward. It's funny. I think this is one of those cards that Jamie made a little boo-boo with, but I actually like it both ways. She has Venus in Aquarius here when it's actually Mercury in Aquarius, so I drew that in there. Mercury in Aquarius is about thinking more freely. It's about moving forward in ways where you're thinking outside the box and you're moving towards calmer times. But I love the way she has created, with the swords, she tends to look at it as the realm of, writing utensils, because that's what we do nowadays. We don't go around cutting people up with swords. We don't go around trying to, of course, there are people that like to do fencing, but that's not normal for most of us. But we all use writing utensils, and we all use, keyboards and fingers, and, And this is a card of, you can see the little airplane here reminding us that it is a card of travel. And she has the passport there. And I do like that she has Venus there, because that brings through that element of having a lot of fun traveling. And maybe you're going like back home to where you feel good and there's lots of pleasure. So with the Six of Swords, just remember that primarily it has to do with moving forward, moving on, healing, and some type of relief coming in. It can be a card of, immigration and relocation as well. With the Five of Pentacles, I'm wondering if this combo here, for many of you, could have to do with, do I have the money to go home for the holidays? Or do I have the money, and you're budgeting and you're working things out and trying to figure out, oh shoot, I've got that bill, but could I put it off and buy this airline ticket? Because we have an airline ticket right here. And I was drawn to this deck for the day, so, there's that. And then with the Six of Pentacles, there's also this other thought that comes in of like, oh shoot, these airline tickets cost a fortune, and I could be helping people with that money. Or I could be either helping people financially, or maybe there's just a way to do it, with your energy rather than money, which is what this one's all about. You can see that it's the moon in Taurus. So giving pleasure, giving food, giving sustenance, balancing out the scales. Those was that penne pasta? That looks good to me. And I don't know if those are, probably meatballs. Meatballs and pasta. Looks good to me. But anyway, so the Six of Pentacles is giving and receiving, but it's also, the balancing here. So this, to me, has to do with like balancing out the finances. And, I mean, we're not at the beginning of the month where maybe we get paid, but maybe it's towards the middle of the month, and maybe we're worried about not making it to the next paycheck mid-month. There's that possibility. But also, I really feel like there's relief towards finances, and there's more reciprocity and, giving and receiving. So on the spiritual levels, just always think of the Six of Pentacles being the place where if you can open up to receive generosity and you're in the place of sharing, then you're in prosperity. And that's how we really balance out our inner, power, which relates to not only our finances, but our health, but all things that sustain us on the material levels. Yeah, so, okay, well, I hope that's helpful. So let me go ahead to the next portion, which is, I want to read on Kyrsten Sinema and her, hold on one second. Her saying she's not going to run for president, but she's left the Democratic Party and moved towards the. She changed. She literally did actually. I wasn't sure yesterday morning, but she actually did change her party affiliation to independent. So that. Running one of my hairs off of the table here. Come on. She's saying that she won't caucus with the Republicans, so she won't hang out with them, but she's already been seen, and she's been known for hanging out on the GOP side and listening to them and hanging out, agreeing with them. And she tries to pretend she goes back and forth between the two, and she's like the best of both worlds. But so I'm having to let go of my bias. I'm using the Kipper. I'm using Tony Poole's The Card Geeks Kipper because I feel like it more suits her than the other Kipper. This one's more modern and it's very feminine. So, but anyway, I still have hairs everywhere. Okay. I pulled my hair back in a ponytail and obviously it's, yeah, okay. And I have ink on my hands. Wonderful. Okay. That's all right. So, this is, with Raphael Warnock winning, we were way ahead. Well, we were ahead one seat, and those things make a difference. That one seat makes a huge difference. So now we're back to, we always have control because of Kamala Harris's, because she's the president of the Senate, so she's that controlling factor. But when it comes to voting, now it just puts Joe Manchin in that place where he's got a little more power again, and that's not good. Neither one of these two idiots are, oh God, here I go. I need to let go of my bias. I only want the truth. So my question is, knowing that she hangs out on the GOP side of the aisle during floor votes often, we still have to look at the facts, and that is that she probably couldn't make it as in the primary as a Democrat. So, and she's saying she's not running for president. My question is she telling the truth as to why she changed parties? Like, I want to know why she changed affiliation. But also I'm holding in my heart the fact that she did vote twice to impeach Trump. And she voted against Amy Coney Barrett coming in, and she supported Ketanji Brown Jackson. So there's that, right? And she also supported a couple of bills, like was it Build Back Better or whatever, and anything that had to do with climate and prescription drugs and taxes. She did vote on our side about that. But she's voted against us on other places, so there's that. Anyway, Kyrsten Sinema, why did you leave the Democratic Party for the Independent Party? What are the real reasons? And I might go further with that, but let's look at one thing at a time. Why? Now she's expecting, the light coming in there. No, maybe expecting the need to negotiate something new. Oh, then this is like the trajectory of her life. This is also a card of experience. Let's see what I can fit in here. Money. It's always money with her. Let's see what was at the bottom. A man in her life. She's gay, so there's not. And there's some dishonesty. Okay, so what's behind her back here? Where's that dishonesty coming from? Her security, her family, her clannishness that's been going on for a long time. Okay. So this is interesting. So she's been, the reason why she's leaving, at least from these cards, or the reason she has left, is that she's expecting more teamwork with this new move. And she's doing it for the money. Like maybe she didn't think that she could make it as, oh yeah, that's what it is. She didn't think that she actually had the financial support from the Democratic Party to be able to, yeah, and she's right about that. She would have had a hard time with fundage, is that a word? And she's been seeing this coming for a long time. You know, because she's up in 2024, right? This baseline spread here, or 4 cards here, tell me that she's dishonest. Because she's gay, I'm going to say that this is, she's dishonest with just men. She's dishonest with her logical thinking. She's dishonest with whoever she's partnered with. And where she, and so she's lying this way, and this is where she's really, this is what's behind her back and what is really talking. And that is her security, her clannishness, her, it's even like the neighborhoods that she represents. This is her financial security and stability and her material possessions, and that's all she's thinking about, and that's further reiterated up here, and that's all she's been thinking about for the last couple of years, and this is moving forward to 2024, right, because this is a 2-year card when it comes to timing. So I'm getting that she's not trustworthy. She's lying. She's lying as to her reason why. She's trying to play that she's in the middle of the road, but she's not. She's not at all. Okay, so how can we expect her to vote? Let's look at that. Between now and 2024, let me get these mixed up a little better. 2024, how can we expect her to vote for or against the Democratic bills that'll come across the floor? What can we expect from her until she's gone? And she's really, I think she shot herself in, she's not as, I hate to use like violent language like that, but she's not doing herself any favors. I think there's a fear of not being reelected going on. Okay, but so what will she do until she's out of the picture? Because there's no way. Okay, bottom line is here, anybody thinking about voting, we're not at the place where the independent party has, or any other parties besides Democratic and Republican, have any power. And when you vote for independent, libertarian, green, whatever, all you do is give more power to the other party that you think you're voting against. And it's really just like the lamest thing in the world to do, because if you do the math, it doesn't add up. It takes away from what you're trying to accomplish, and you might as well just spit in the wind, basically. And she may have been planted there just for the money, We've seen that happen. But what can we expect from her over the next 2 years in relationship with the Democratic Party? A down patch. They don't like it. When it comes to decisions, even putting certain people in power. Oh, now there's some teamwork there. There's some loyalty and teamwork. But then that's her helplessness, her gloominess, despair, her self-doubt. This is us, and we don't have any faith in her. This is her depression. She's discouraged. She's unconscious. And again, she's looking for something greener, like looking over the fence to like greener pastures. Well, good luck with that. At the bottom of the deck, we have her ambitions, but this could be her friendship and support with the younger people. And nope, you're not getting that. No, you don't get that. And change, moving this way towards a painful ending and loss, and the oh my God card. This is the worst card in the deck. This is like the Nine of Swords in the tarot, only it doesn't go away. It's not just a bad night. It's not just a sleepless night or a headache. It's like, whoa. This card is my keywords for this card are just being tortured, and you're just so stressed out and constantly worried. And it's also a card of self-destruction. So there's that. Okay. So I don't think that we can plan on any support from her, except for with this marriage card up here. This has to do with where the heart is here and the sacrum, and this has to do with money. Whoever she can get money from is who she will bond with. And it's not going to work out well for her, and she's going to have to keep looking. And this card can have to do with decisions, all legal matters, and legal, and when it comes to like pressing charges, voting. This would be in this deck. Well, the communications card, the letter card would also be voting, but primarily with this one, I'm feeling like I don't think we can count on her on any level, because this has to do with decisions. And there's a down patch and we're not trusting her. We're not trusting her at all. It's over. It's over for her between her and the Democrats. It's over. When she comes in and tries to caucus, if she does, she will be looked down upon. She'll be frowned upon, and they will not be trusting her. And the so-called any bit of marriage that we ever had, it's gone, and it's moving this way, because we're the Dems and her peers, not really, but they're seeing her just going towards the money. and they don't like it, and it's over, and it's done. And we're not trusting her. Because she doesn't have herself. How do you trust someone who doesn't have themselves? You don't know where you stand with someone like that. Yeah, meetings that bring in just more sad news. It doesn't work out, and because she's a very immature person. So, okay. Well, that's all I have for now. I can always check in later, but for now, this is it. Okay, take care, you guys. Bye.